Welcome! Today we're going to be learning how to download and install Python, how to run Python code in the interactive interpreter, and how to create a Python script using an integrated development environment. So let's hop into it. So first we're going to go to python.org and we're going to go to the downloads page. Once we're at the downloads page, we can see it says download the latest version for and then your OS. Currently, the latest Python version is 3.11.1, but any version greater than Python 3 should do the trick. So we click the download button, and once it's finished downloading, we can click the installer. You can feel free to install now. The default options should be fine. You'll notice it says includes IDLE. That is important. I'm not going to install this right now because I already have it installed, but feel free to pause the video and meet me back once you're done. So once Python's installed, you're going to go to your Start menu or your Spotlight search and search for Python. We can see that Python pops up, we're going to click it, and we're greeted by this terminal window. We can see in the terminal window there's the version of Python, there's a couple helpful commands like the help command, and there is these three arrows indicating that Python is ready to interpret your input. So with that, let's write our first line of Python code. So we're going to write print hello world. And if we click enter, it will run that code and we indeed get hello world returned to us. So we can access the Python interpreter and write some Python code and it'll be run by the interpreter. This is a really nice feature of the Python language, is that Python is an interpreted language. It doesn't need to be compiled before it can be run. So this kind of interactive behavior is really nice with Python. We can also do various other things like some simple algebra, 3 plus 4 is 7. And we can do anything that Python can do normally in this window. However, when you're going to actually develop things in Python, you want to use an integrated development environment. This is because it's much easier to save your files, to have some syntax highlighting, to be able to run them, debug them, and all this kind of stuff. So thankfully, an integrated development environment does come with Python, and it's IDLE, like I hinted to earlier. So if we search for IDLE, we can see that it pops up a window very similar to the first terminal. We can see that if we type Python code in here, it's executed in the same way that the other terminal did. However, if we go File, New File, we can see that we get this other window where we can actually create a Python script that we can save to our disk. So if we say print hello world from script, and we save this file using Control S or File, Save File, we're going to specify we want to save it as first.py. You can save it as whatever you'd like, just make sure you can find it later. So now that we've saved it, we're going to go run and run module. And we can see that we're getting hello world from script. So we've created our first Python script and we've run it. That's awesome. Now let's see if we make it just a little more complicated. So we're going to collect the name of the user who's using our program. So we're going to say name is equal to the result from the input function, which gives a prompt, which is your name in this case, and it returns the string that the user types in. And now we're going to do something with that input. We're going to say print, we're going to use a formatted string, so we're going to do F and then quotes to indicate formatted string. And we're going to say welcome back, comma, and the name variable. And so if we save this file once again with Control S or File, Save, then run module, we can see this is running in the interactive window. So hello world from script, what is your name? My name is Jacob. And it says welcome back. So there we have it. We've downloaded and installed Python, we've run Python in the interpreter, and we've created a script using a simple integrated development environment. So thank you for following along, check back for future videos, and have a good one. Cheers.